Hey, it's Don Skaggs again with Empowered Inventing, the one place where we try to help you help other people by taking your great innovation, the right opportunity, mixing that with sound wisdom so you can turn them into real things like products and businesses that make money. By the way, if you're looking for things beyond this video, be sure and check out empoweredinventing.com. We've got courses, coaching, and more. So I've got a question for you though today, and that is, are you using the right tool for the right job? Now, let me illustrate it with this. Would you take this, would you use this tool to try to hammer a nail into a board? And you'd say, well, no, Don, of course not, that's stupid. And of course, there might be somebody, well, if it's sandy, maybe I'll just try and do it. But you wouldn't normally, would you? And the reason for that is you'd end up breaking the tool, hurting yourself, the nail wouldn't go in the board, something would happen, or most likely all the above. You'd break something or hurt yourself. So you don't really do that. If you've got a toolbox and you go to your toolbox, you don't pull this out to use it as you would a hammer. Of course not. So if you wouldn't do that, why would you pick an expert doing in one thing to do something else? And you say, well, Don, I wouldn't do that either. But you would be surprised at how many inventors and entrepreneurs I'll see that will have an expert on their team, in their world, and I don't mean like a hired employee. Sometimes it can be a hired gun or an outsourced person, like for instance a patent attorney. You don't let your patent attorney make your business decisions for you. This is probably one of the best examples I think I could use of this, and because he or she is going to be usually very good at, hopefully very good at patent law, and but they're not going to be able to help you in how to prototype or how to market your invention. And you might say, well, Don, that's obvious. I wouldn't have that. I wouldn't try to hammer a nail with this thing. By the way, this is a pair of wire strippers. It has a very unique purpose. And you want to use it for that purpose. You don't want to use it for something it was not designed for. And the same thing can be, well, like I said, with the example of the patent attorneys. Their job is to be risk averse. It's to protect you from, oh, if you do this, this is going to happen. If you do this, that's going to happen. And that's good. You can take that under advisement, but you don't let them drive the bus. And there's a very important reason for that, because if they're risk averse and they're driving the bus, they will have you wrapped so tight in bubble wrap that you won't get hurt, but you won't be able to do anything either. And that's the thing. A patent attorney is good, a business attorney is good to do certain things, but you don't let them do operational decisions. Experts have their uses, and this is my main point here. Experts have their uses, and those uses are vitally important in moving forward. You need a patent attorney at some point. You need maybe a prototyper at some point. You need maybe some help with printing up or designing or building a website or sell sheets or your marketing strategy or whatever that is. You need experts in your world, in your field, in your tool bag. You need those tools in your tool bag. But you don't take one tool and use it for everything. You don't take this and try to screw screws in them like you would a screwdriver. You wouldn't use this as a hammer. You use it as a wire cutter. You use it as a wire snipper, as a wire stripper. That's what this tool was designed to do. And the experts have their uses. They're important, but not when it comes to operational decisions. You have to become the expert. You and only you become the expert when it becomes to what to do and when to do it with your business or your startup. You gain the wisdom. Again, you take good courses from people who've actually done this before, or you learn from other people in good inventor groups or entrepreneurial groups, but you become the expert in this. And you don't throw the keys to someone, especially someone whose expertise is not these other areas. I've seen way too many. I remember there was a couple of guys one time, our patent attorney told us not until our patent was issued were we supposed to tell anybody what our invention was. I thought that was the worst advice I'd ever heard. That's why you have a provisional patent. You put that on there, you put patent pending on it. Yes, it is risky. It's more risky than when you get a patent issued. But you don't want to wait all that time and spend a lot of money on a non-provisional patent and then wait and get an office action. That can be a ton of money. And then say, let's see if I have a market or not. Maybe nobody wants to buy it. How much money have you now flushed down the drain? So don't let the expert be the driver of the bus when it comes to operational decisions. You don't hire a plumber to rewire your house. You don't take the guy that mows your lawn and have him perform dental work on you. You just don't do those things. You don't want your patent, your marketing, your prototyping experts make your business decisions for you. And it's same with a prototyper, it's same with a marketer, it's same with all of them. They're very good in what they do, but they simply are not experts on that part. That part needs to fall to you, and you need to get good advice from good business people when it comes to making business decisions. And you can find those as well. Now the same is true for, and unfortunately, I'm sorry guys, but this is just the God's honest truth. A lot of academic and government business programs out there. Some of them are great. Some of them have some very good people. I know a lot of these people. They're very good people. But there's some out there where the guys running the stuff have zero business experience. Or they think they do, or maybe they worked for some large corporation at one time or something, or maybe they worked on the other side of the fence with the large companies at one time, but they were never an entrepreneur. They never had a startup. They never really did it on their own. And these people, we've got the free programs. You don't need to pay for anything. You just do this stuff that's free. Well, sometimes free is not really free, or it's not really valuable. And you have to just treat that just like you would stuff you pay for. There's stuff that you can pay for out there that is completely bogus. And we teach courses on that. I've got videos on that, what to watch out for, how not to get scammed. But you know what? Some of this free stuff out here can be the same way. Some of it can be good and some of it can be bad. You've got to have both eyes open. I don't care what kind of product or service you are reaching out to. You have to look at all very, very carefully. So it's the same is true, unfortunately, for a lot of these academics. They think, Don, you don't understand. We all have MBAs and we've been to business school and really? So have you ever really done a startup? Have you got up some morning and didn't know where payroll was going to come from? Did you ever get up one morning and have to do half the jobs yourself because you had to lay off half your people? Or did you wonder how are you going to sell the next product? Or did you ever build something up for a product launch and then actually be successful with it? Find people who have actually done these things that have just, they've had to sift through the gravel and crawl through the gravel and the dirt to get there. Find those people because those people know how to do these things. Find someone who's done it successfully. Not in some situational not in some classroom simulation. You can do all kinds of simulator stuff, but you flying a plane for real, that's a whole different story. So don't let these people drive your bus. That's basically what I'm saying. You have to learn how to drive this bus and how to drive it well, and you need to be the one who drives it well. So anyway, I hope this was helpful. I'm Don Skaggs. This is Empowered Inventing TV. Like, subscribe, share this with someone you think it might help. Of course, if you're looking for things beyond this video, we have courses and coaching and more at empoweredinventing.com. And I will look to see you at the next meeting, workshop, maybe one of our online classes, or on the next video.